Okay, so hello. Our trip begins. We are in Courtyard Marriott at LAX. Airport's over there somewhere. Palm trees. And so here is the GS Adventure that I rented through Riders Share. Very nice guy named Brad. Heading up to San Francisco. See if I can make it there in the next 7 or 8 hours or so. No shenanigans or excursions on this bike. It's not my bike, so I will treat it with great care. Just before we go, get some more videos of it. Previous runner, I guess, had a couple little nicks on it. May have dropped it or something. On this side right here. And there. That's not me. And otherwise, it looks pretty darn good. Nice and clean. Great tires. That'll be fine. And, alright. Let's get rolling. There we go. Looks like he's got a camera GPS thing running on his bike too. Makes sense. Let's see what you're doing the whole time. Okay. Let's get this going. Let's go to the travel plans. Already got the Motorrad set up to go. I always run 2 GPSs. Go. Start. Alright. Google says 6 hours, 30 minutes. Motorrad says 6:17. Motorrad's typically more accurate just from a motorcycle characteristics standpoint. Google obviously rolls more from an automobile, geometric distance, speed, and all that stuff. Alright. Let's go. Let's see what awaits us. Brakes feel good. Alright, gear wise, we got, let's see, just running the one GoPro right now. I did bring a second one, but I think for the ride up, I'm just going to keep it simple. I already spent about an hour getting this bike set up, packed up. Brought the Scout bag, Mosco 30 liter, and I have a laptop bag as well. And let's see what else. Pretty much that's it. All my climb gear. Forma ADV boots. Get acclimated back to the LA riding technique. Okay. Boulevard. Go 3 miles. Follow Motorrad. So we're going through some LA traffic. There's a LAX. What are you doing there? Red Hot Chili Peppers Californication playing through my headset. Kind of ironic. I did not plan that. I'll remember to put that on the track.
Psychic spies from China try to steal your mind's elation, and little girls from Sweden dream of silver screen quotation. And if you want these kind of dreams, it's Californication.
All right, there's LA. I'm gonna cut through the city, or at least, I guess the outer fringe of it, just to get some shots. This is a pretty cool view from up here. And there's the hills way on the other side at about 2 o'clock. All right. Start getting into LA riding mode here. Be a left up here, or a right up here, coming up. 50 feet through this loop.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. In Cobain, can you hear the sphere singing songs off station to station? And Alderon's not far away, it's Californication.
Oh boy, this is filter time. Here we go. Nice. Thank you. Folks are merging in. Well, it's so bad. Alright, follow this 2 miles out to Culver towards Culver City. Okay. No big deal. Another nice view. Oh boy. Alright, welcome to LA. Let's see what we got going on here. Keep going to the right. Think all the way up here. Clears up ahead. Speed to kind of go towards the left here. I see. I can take the fast lane all the way out. And there we go. We're on it. Let's see what Google says about that. Google agrees. All right. See downtown LA on the right. Might be able to get a view over here. There you go, there's your postcard view. So Motorrad says to go out to leave this. So far, Motorrad's been good. $50 feet. Okay, I see. This is not an actual exit. They just wanted me to go come off the express lane. I'm not actually on taking that exit here. No, I'm not going on Wilshire. That would be Saturday night. Or Sunday night, but yeah, Sunday morning actually. Now I changed my plan. So, what is the itinerary for this adventure? We're riding out to San Francisco today, then San Francisco meeting some buddies, going to the Aftershock Festival, see Bruce Dickinson tomorrow night, then ride back south with them to San Francisco or Southwest, and then at San Fran pick up the bike again, and then ride to Oceanside, which is basically San Diego. 8-hour ride back along the coast to catch Dream Theater. Got VIP front row tickets last minute from my buddy Brian, and that's Saturday night, and then ride back Sunday morning into downtown LA to the Whitmore to see Bruce Dickinson. So we got Bruce Dickinson twice, Friday night at Aftershock, and then again on Sunday. Those are the plans. All right, we're almost out of LA. There's Sunset Boulevard, heading over to the hills. All right, let's add some juice to this. Too bad. Getting out of LA. Would not want to do that in the car. That would totally suck in the car. Okay, we're about 1 hour outside of LA. 1 hour on a GS. I'm not sure how many miles we are, but we are approaching the Angeles National Forest. And last year, around this time, I hopped on and went up those hills up there, these fire roads that are all along these canyons, and it was very nice, incredible views, and just felt very much like being in a dry, arid, hilly canyon area. I'm bypassing that now because I think that would be considered kind of off-road, and that would not be in keeping with the agreement on this rental. So I will obviously honor that. Also, I already did that, so I don't need to do it again. And I am on a schedule. What's interesting is that I'm only 5 hours out now from San Francisco. This says I'm arriving at 2 o'clock. I think originally my buddies up there said I'd be arriving around 7. So it appears I do have some bandwidth to take a couple longer breaks. Maybe a breakfast up here somewhere in a country inn or something. The Courtyard Marriott at LAX was a bit disappointing. I mean, it's an airport, old airport hotel. Didn't quite have the typical features you get at the Marriott properties, particularly a Courtyard. So I settled for a Starbucks mocha and a sugary muffin, and that was probably 2 hours ago. It did take me about a solid hour to prep the bike, so yeah, I'd say about 2 hours ago. I'm on the 5. I'm not on the 110. I'm not sure where. I think last time I started on the 5, hopped on the National Forest, and then cut over through, I guess, Clark County. I forget which county it is, but maybe the Pines National Forest, and went to the coast that way. And I did like a lateral, cut the state in half that way, and went up the coast, rather than going to the Central Valley all the way up to San Francisco. This time, I'm just going to stay through the Central Valley. Much nicer road. Temperature is about 68 degrees, altitude just shy of 3,000 feet. So yeah. I switched back to road mode a while back because the road was kind of rough. I think I'll go back to dynamic here. Dynamic Pro. There we go. Instantly feel change in the engine mapping, and the suspension is a little bit tighter now. Getting kind of that bouncy boat feeling in road mode, which is nice, very nice when you're on a bumpy, grooved road or something for a long time, or you just want to have a pleasant, just sit. But looks like we're coming up on a little bit of traffic here. All right. right, beams too. So ride with these guys for a bit. It's all packed up. That's a lot of bags. Why she let herself get that close to that car. There was plenty of room to get over. Yeah, I'm tempted to ride up there again. That was pretty epic last year. But yeah. Got 100. Alright, next mission, we'll find a place to eat. Okay, we're about 30 miles from Bakersfield. We're about to come out of this canyon, descending down pretty quickly from 4,000 feet. Now we're at 2,100 feet. But look at that field open up. This place called Gabi's had an amazing green chili enchilada, and now just heading back. Came off the 5 to I think 284. And went through some orange groves and oil drill wells, and now heading back to State 46 right there, and State Road 46, probably back out to the 5, I'm guessing. We'll get that GPS'd out and get moving. All right. All right, so I'm at the gas station, and it's $5.79, $5.80 a gallon, and then they have these stupid things where you have to have exact suction for it to work. You push the nozzle all the way into the tank, which means on a motorcycle, it's relatively difficult to get a completely full tank. This is ridiculous. I feel bad for California. What a beautiful state. But just totally screwed. It's crazy. There we go. So that's 4.2 gallons. And I can barely see the gas in the tank. All right, that'll have to do. Okay, we're back on the 5. Got about 200 miles to go to San Francisco. Passing over many farms, roads, orange groves, and what looks like pineapple. Pretty neat. We're getting back to the valley a little bit. Elevation's pretty flat, 450 feet. So we've been at this for a bit.
earlier, we went to that restaurant lunch. I thought I'd be able to capture oil rigs and great wine groves and other like lemon. It looked like lemons and oranges. But it's massive fields. I think you can see some coming up here. Here towards the left. Come back in a bit.
You know why we love to play California? You know why? Because you people, you really know how to party. And all we gonna do is walk around to catch the thrill on streets we call
right, you're about to find out, because this is, in fact, the chemical wedding. To dream and roll and play, shed the guilt of former days, walking on the foggy shore, watch the waves come rolling home, through the veil of pale moonlight, my shadow stretches out its hand. So we lay, I can't go away.
So we found. We're right here. I let Zoomer heart thing go. I'm in favor. Right there. All right. And then we're waiting for Brian.
Yeah, we're waiting for Brian.
Greg.
Brian and Greg.
Greg.
Brian and Greg.
We just finished.
Greg and Brian. Hurry the fuck up. Hurry up.
Cool. Right on. All right. All right. So waiting for Deftones. Coming up. Woo! This concert, this festival, been waiting for. So I'm in LA. Very LA, here at the Courtyard Marriott next to the JW. But let's grab a towel and go hang out in the pool.